Well, good morning guys, we are back in the gym. This is, one of my first sessions back in the gym after having baby Willow. And, they say taking about 6 weeks off, not lifting anything over 10 pounds, walking and just staying off the high impact movements like lifting heavy or anything like that. So since having Willow, I've literally just been enjoying the time with her, getting all those nice newborn snuggles, and I just literally lose the track of the day because I just stare at her all day long. But as we've progressed, each week I've progressed, I feel like really well. My recovery is, I'm very, very happy with my recovery, and just getting like the body moving again, that's just the thing that I've been focusing on. So nothing crazy. And today I'm going to be doing a little bit more upper body stuff, focusing on the rear delts because I'm constantly hunched over holding onto Willow, so I'm wanting to make sure I'm staying strong in the upper back and maintaining that nice posture. Also, I'm going to jump on the Echo bike and work on getting my heart rate up a little bit, as well as starting to move the pelvic floor and starting to see where I'm at with that. Not doing anything too intense, but just taking a lot of movements from the stability and accessory proven ebook that we have and apply that so I can start rebuilding that and getting on top of my recovery. Woo! Damn, can feel the legs already. That's insane. I was crushing the Echo bike before.
Do you feel like you lost fitness?
It's really weird, no, I don't feel like I've lost anything. What's really bizarre is the fact that I don't have a belly anymore. So for the last, maybe, I think it was the last 6 weeks of being pregnant, I really blew up. And my movements, bending over, everything like that, even walking was so restricting. And now that I don't have a belly like that, it's oh wow, I can do everything. But yeah, it's just crazy. I weighed myself yesterday and I'm 66 kilos, and when I had Willow, or just before I had Willow, I think I was 67 kilos. So it's just pretty wild, in just a few weeks you just lose it. But I didn't lose it straight, obviously I got rid of a baby, but the first week I still looked pregnant, which was wild. That to me, I was damn, I thought it just goes away straight away.
I thought it went away.
Yeah, no. And prior to having Willow, I was okay, I'm gonna eat so healthy, optimize my recovery, and when Willow came, you just don't want to do anything. You just want to hold her and stare at her and everything.
Do you still have the same food cravings?
Have
you tried to eat healthier? So
yeah, not I haven't tried to be as strict as what I thought I would. But I definitely I'm actually eating so much more. So I actually looked it up, and apparently you need an extra 500 calories on top if you're breastfeeding, and when you're pregnant you only need an extra 300 calories. And it's pretty wild. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning starving. I just I just can't get enough calories in because I'm just burning so much energy, and that obviously helps with losing weight as well.
How much semis did you watch?
All of it. It's wild. So I don't ever normally watch the competition, and normally I'm in it, but then even when I'm watching or competing, I don't normally pay attention to the other competitions in the other weeks, purely because I'm either training for my competition the week after, or I'm on holidays trying to deload and not even think about CrossFit. before I have to ramp back up again and like start training. But this, like last 2 weeks, on the weekends, Shane and I, we watch like every single heat almost. We watched every single semi-finals, like just cheering everyone on. It was awesome. Some of the coverage was like, I think at the end of the day, I'm glad I got to see as much as what I could. But some of the coverage, like, it's really interesting to see it on as a spectator's point of view versus as an athlete. But the Torian Pro was the best run event, and like from a spectator standpoint, like they filmed and ran that really, really well, and that was like really entertaining to watch.
Is this sleep thing real of parenthood?
It is, but I think, like, I don't have anything to compare it to, but I think honestly, like, we're at such early stages that I don't think Willow is in that position where, like, she's still such a newborn, she's sleeping all the time. I get up probably like twice, and now that we're progressed, I'll pump and give enough milk for Shane to be able to get up and also do like a feeding as well for her. So it gives me like the morning to sleep in and catch some more shut-eye. But we're still trying to find a rhythm and like a routine, if that's even a thing when you have you know, like a newborn baby. But it's not too bad, especially if I can get like a snooze during the day and it just breaks it up. Like, I've noticed I struggle because I feel real bad for snoozing throughout the day. But if I want to, you know, have more patience, or, you know, if I want to, you know, enjoy the process a lot more, the sleeping, when you can try and catch up on sleep, it's definitely worthwhile. And, you know, I think it just helps you guys function more. Like the first week or so, just because I was sore, I was on like medication, you know, very tired, like, oh man, there's like conversations I had with mum and dad once Willow was born. I don't even remember. I was so tired because it was like such a long process, and it's just so funny to look back and think like, wow, like that whole week just felt like an eternity. Like, it felt like we had been going through the whole thing for like over a month, and it was only like a few days that I'd seen you last, you know.
Did that running induce it?
I think so. Hey man, like, I'm not even joking. It was like, boom, we did that. I went home, I literally was standing there and like texting someone, and it was like my water had broken, you know what I mean? I was like, whoa, what just happened? It was wild.
You don't feel that? It just...
Yeah, you don't feel it. It just happens. Like, it's just like, there's like, you're like, how did that get on the floor? Myself. But like, you know, like, I remember when I was pregnant, sometimes I would sneeze and I'm like, oh, I just peed. And it's like funny because when it first happened to me, I was like, oh man, like, what's happening? But you know you just peed yourself. Whereas when your water breaks, you're like, oh, what just happened?
Are you drinking coffee again?
Oh yeah, I'm drinking coffee. So like now, well, I try not to, like, I'll get up and I'm way better at getting up and having water because I feel like I'm way more parched than what I normally am. So I'm more conscious of staying hydrated throughout this, especially with breastfeeding. And say for example, I wake up in the morning, typically Shane has already woken up with her earlier, so he's already fed her. But if I know I'm just about to put her on the boob and like feed her, then she, like, I don't want to just drink coffee and be feeding her coffee or caffeine. So like I might wait a little bit, have some water, I sit there with her, read, and then I start having coffee a little bit later on. But now gone are the days of having like, you know, no more than like 1 cup of coffee or something. I'll have like 3 if I want, 4 if I want. Like when I was pregnant, I was like, okay, cool, you know, like I have Willow, and then, you know, like spend some really quality time with her, not rush to get back into things, but I'll probably be itching to get back into a routine, and you know, all the projects that we've got going on with Proven, and you know, even my personal brand, I'll want to like get stuck back into it. But since having her, I'm just like, I don't even care anymore. But I do really care. It's just, it's so different, and it's really shocked me that it has impacted me like this, like everyone else. Like I knew obviously it naturally will impact you, but I'm normally so impatient. I want to get things done like yesterday, and just having Willow, I'm like way more patient. I'm like, yep, you know, I can get to that tomorrow, like it's not a problem. But also like the purpose, I felt like I definitely had a purpose prior to having Willow, but now like my purpose is there reminding me on a daily basis of like why I'm living, which is wild, you know. It's just crazy, and it's like, it's so motivating, and it's so cool to just like have that and experience that. And I don't know if it's because it's just something different, you know, it's something that Shane and I have always wanted. Like there's so many things to it, but it's just crazy how impactful it actually really is, and has been on Shane and I. Alright guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, just reiterating, you know, taking it easy, but slowly getting back in the gym, moving the body, something different than just walking. It's really nice to get outside and walk under the beautiful sun, but for me, I'm slowly progressing, working on, you know, strengthening my core again, doing a lot of upper body stuff, getting that nice baseline, and then, you know, just elevating the heart rate a little bit, getting that blood flow going. Honestly, it falls back on my nutrition and my hydration, so they're my #1 priorities, and of course looking after Willow and making sure that she is, you know, in fighting form and staying healthy.